The Art Gallery of Swift Current is well known for showcasing unique Canadian artists, and the latest exhibition features Saskatoon's own Grant McConnell. Rogue Royal is an eclectic showcase of work blending portraits of the Spanish royal family with historical Canadian content, while pursuing McConnell's own personal interest in world history.
The artist his name is Diego Velázquez. He was an artist who came from the provinces, so to speak, came from Seville, became a painter to the king, and a very competitive court society in Spain at the time, and he rose through the ranks in part because of his acuity in figuring out the politics of the day. But what I actually do as an artist, that's in my merging with something of Canadian content, is that I have, in a sense, the Spanish royal family visit my turf in some ways and bring them over to a Canadian circumstance here and kind of tour them around, introduce them to my own subject matter and people that I know, and kind of reframe them in terms that are important to me. It's kind of what artists often do, or what they most successfully do, is you take subject matter, whatever it might be, and you make it your own. And so in a sense, while I'm taking something from an art historical period, what I'm actually doing is turning it into my own content.
A series of paintings which McConnell says stems from an extensive process, which included a trip to Madrid to the final transformation which took place in his studio.
You know, at any given time, 12, 15, 18 panels up at one time. They're actually kind of screwed right to the wall. Panels all around the studio proper, pinned overhead, you know, anywhere from 50 to 200 drawings overhead. And it allows me, in my process, you know, kind of the trench warfare of finishing a 2-year painting. Like, it takes a long time to get through something like that. And with the paperwork, something that is quite immediate. And that way, for me, it's really fulfilling, and I don't have to, you know, do one or the other. They can, in the space of the day, I can do both.
A breathtaking collection of work, which now embraces gallery showrooms, both on canvas and on paper, while intertwining rich European history with familiar Canadian scenes.
One individual like the Infanta, the young princess, I can look at the overall picture. I can take, you know, the crew of the painting, the royal family and the artist as it's represented in the painting, and I can take them to Prince Edward Island and situate them in Green Gables and with in and along, you know, a Canadian experience, an identifiable Canadian experience, Anne Shirley and such. And I give the Infanta red hair to be the, you know, Anne Shirley character.
And Rogue Royal is an exhibition which further expands the Art Gallery of Swift Current's outreach programming, while expanding the horizon for educators and students.
I would say it's a form of experiential learning. It's a chance for them to be exposed to something in a way that's outside of the four walls of the classroom. And there's just the amount of opportunities that we don't fully take advantage of at times.
It's an interesting experience because you're able to see a lot of what other people do and getting a bigger take. And there's paintings all around that, like big name stuff you see all the time. And it's nice and all, but seeing stuff like this, it broadens the aspect of the art world.
A unique exhibition at the Art Gallery of Swift Current, which the Swift Current and area patrons were intrigued by during the opening reception and coffee house with the artist.
Well, I really enjoyed how the artist was able to bring out a very deep emotion through the color and texture. The Anne of Green Gables kind of dreamy aspect, but at the same time taking a period of time that was so far away and bringing that into a more modern day place that we can feel a little closer to.
Rogue Royal by Grant McConnell is in the spotlight at the Art Gallery of Swift Current through February 25th, in partnership with the Moose Jaw Museum and Art Gallery.